We're going to kick off the goat breed tour with the Boer goat. It is the only meat goat that we personally raise. And we're going to start with Rose. Rose is a 2.5-year Boer goat that is very, very food motivated, as you can tell by the molasses all over her and on her face. And the treats that are in my hand. However, the really nice things about the Boer goat is that they're excellent mothers, and they have a really high meat to bone ratio, and they have really great personalities. Another good thing is that they have really quick growth rates, which is why we typically see them in market weather classes and why a lot of people choose to raise them. Boer goats are raised, as I mentioned, primarily for meat, and the only big con about the Boer goats is that they're a lot less resilient than we see in, for example, our dairy goats, because since they were a desert breed, their feet don't react as well to muddy environments, wet environments, and you have to deal with a lot more hoof rot, parasite loads than we typically see in the other breeds. But as long as you're prepared for it and treat accordingly, then it all works out pretty well. Now, she is an example of what we see in our registered stock. She is registered with the American Boer Goat Association, or ABGA. And the nice thing about the ABGA is that you can register them with multiple teat structures. We can have 1x1s, 1x2s, or 2x2s. Not really sure what Rose is, but you could also, for the traditional Boer goat, we typically see nice, beautiful rounded horns in the doe, and a nice red head and neck, which is what is called the traditional coloring. Some of the Boer goats we're going to take a look at soon do not have this coloring, but they still have the same overall physical characteristics that we see in Rose.